So, Lindo, you've been tracking the story since yesterday, and the MEC, Nkosi-Malobane, we see her there in picture, ready to address the media. Let's hear from her now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nkosi, MEC for Community Safety in Gauteng. This afternoon, we came to the Mguni family. Initially, it was our intention was to communicate our the gentleman who's going to hospital is in that car.
It seems we need to adjust a bit because there's a car that's taking one of the family members to hospital. So the camera will be a bit shaky right now, but we will commence with this press briefing. We understand the MEC will be commencing with this press briefing shortly. We're just allowing the one car that is taking the gentleman to hospital. But soon the MEC will be briefing us on what exactly their visit is doing here. Just a second now, and the cars have passed to us. We are commencing now with what is taking place here, which is the press briefing, of course, of
our apologies for the interruption. One of the family members had to be rushed to a doctor. I was saying we initially came here to communicate our condolences to the family, but unfortunately the conditions at the moment are not conducive for us to be able to say whatever we wanted to say to the community. The situation is an emotional environment, not only for the family, for the community, even for ourselves as the government of Gauteng. Before we came to the house, we had a briefing from the police about the investigation in this case in particular. Currently, the information we have is that 7 people were killed, 4 of them being 4 female adults, as well as 3 children. All of them are blood relatives. 2 of the others are sisters with their children, and one grandchild. The person that we suspect is involved in this case is someone that is known by the family. He's been staying with the family for about 3 months. He wormed his way into the family, claiming that he was a child of the late brother to the 2 ladies that are deceased. So he claimed that he was a brother. He found them through Facebook and through interaction, and later they met him, and he then indicated that he might be the child of the late brother of the 2 ladies. He's been staying with them for about 3 months now. We are currently looking for him, and we are confident that the law enforcement agencies will actually be arresting him. We've put in a very strong team now. Whilst we were at the station, we managed to mobilize the task team as well as other people who will actually assist in actually finding out where he is at the moment. We have also requested the police to publish his face so that members of the community can be able to identify him and hand him over to the police. We believe that he's a Zimbabwean national, although he claims that he's from South Africa and his surname is Khoza. But what we found, the documents that we found through investigation, it seems to be contradicting what he actually told the family and the neighbors about who he was and where he come from. So in terms of the investigation, this is the only thing that I can say. The gentleman that was staying with one of the ladies here is currently being questioned by our police. The case is now handled by a priority investigation unit from the Gauteng Provincial SAPS. We are confident that they will do a good job and make sure that whoever that is responsible for this will actually be arrested. information about the deceased. One of the witnesses says the guy that stays with them in the yard claims that the last time he saw the family was on Friday the 19th, and that is the same Friday that the gentleman who was staying with the lady disappeared. And we are told that there were sharp objects that were used in the killing of the kids and as well as the ladies. Some of the information I don't want to divulge of what exactly happened to them, but I must say you could see through the emotions that the things that happened to those people should have never happened to anybody, not even an animal should be killed the way the 7 people were killed. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Let me see, if we may, Linda Buhle from ENCA, how long were the bodies, had they passed on? Because there is a bit of smell, stench coming from the house. And also, because the post-mortem, you understand, is done and the family has learned what exactly this person has done to the bodies, but not revealing any gruesome facts about that. Just tell us how long were the bodies, had the bodies passed before they were found?
We suspect that they were killed on Friday the 19th, because that's the last time they were seen alive by one of the tenants who have hired a back room. So that is the information we have. But we don't know why this guy was trying to bury them in their house, because you know, the things that you can't, they don't make sense. You can't explain. But the things that we found, the soil that he took out, tried to hide their bodies, etc., etc. So, and as you indicated, I'm not actually in the position to really describe what we saw.
Yeah. No, let me see. I understand this is quite a difficult time even for you guys, especially the family. But I think what you can tell us is, are you aware that this person might have done this before, might have infiltrated other families and did the same thing? Is there any information regarding that? And I see Bab Masonde behind you from the South African Police Services. If any of you would just tell us about what you found out so far, the profile of the suspect.
Maybe I should not answer that question. Yeah.
So, MEC,
because it might expose certain information.
But there is something you found.
We just wanted to find out
about his background.
Yes.
Yes, we did find
who
something.
is remaining now, who's staying behind here, and in terms of assistance, are you going to be helping the family in terms of
Definitely, we will be. Already we have started with medical attention with some of the family members. We are attending to that, and we'll also be assisting them with the burial of the 7 people. Anyway, no one is left. The only people who are left directly, who are immediate family members, are gone. Because the 2 sisters were the only ones that were left. The others are cousins, so they definitely need assistance from the community, from government, in order to give these guys a good send-off. KwaZulu-Natal is also on board now. They will be assisting, and there are other partners that want to also assist.
So, MEC, could you say we're dealing with an imposter then, Bongadlani from EWN?
Definitely we are dealing with an imposter. Yeah, I mean, his Facebook status says something else what he is not. Okay.
MEC, we know that one suspect is in police custody and is being questioned. We also understand from the information we've gathered from the community that person returned from, what we understand, Zimbabwe last week. And on Monday, police found him here. So what is he saying around the stench that was there? He was inside of his home. I mean, we came in yesterday. It was absolutely unbearable. So what is his version of events around not contacting police, him staying in his home for what we understand 2 days?
But that is part of the investigation. That is part of the investigation, and he was not alone. The suspect was also with him. So both of them were staying in the house until the community discovered these bodies, and the other suspect disappeared. So, but the community, the police are investigating, and I need to thank the community of Vlakfontein. Otherwise, if they didn't act, by now we'll have not found the bodies.
Perhaps
Something might have happened. The bodies might have disappeared. We don't know what the intention of the suspects were. So this community really assisted in making sure that these bodies are actually found. Although they were found late, but at least we did find those bodies and we know what happened to these people.
Gender-based violence again. This is a classic incident once again about it's all women victims in this case.
I agree with you. I was in Motswako this morning talking about gender-based violence, only to be here to talk about 6 women that have been brutally killed. You know? Yeah.
Let me see, perhaps if we can get some form of a surety for you. How sure are you that this person hasn't crossed the border? Because we understand that speculations are that he is a Zimbabwean national. But is there any surety that we can get in terms of him not having crossed the border area?
What I can say to you, it doesn't matter where we found him, but we will find him. And I promise you he will be arrested.
Thank you, colleagues. Are there any other questions? In the absence of questions, thank you so much for coming. All right, thank you. Tulas, that is the MEC of Community Safety, Sizagele Malobane, just taking us through some of the details they have been able to uncover at this point in time, but briefing some of our colleagues here at the media, just saying that one of the things they cannot describe is the bodies and the state in which they are in. But in fact, earlier on, I spoke to one of the family members as they were at the mortuary, and what he told me is that what they are seeing is an absolute horror for the family. And in fact, that particular family member is the father of one of the children here, and it seems that he was the one that was being taken to hospital right now. But it's really just a horrible time for the family. The MEC also, when she went inside, it was an emotional time for them as well. But at this stage, those are the details that they are revealing to us, saying that they will be finding the suspect no matter where he is. Speculations, of course, are that he is from Zimbabwe, a Zimbabwean national. At this point in time, they are not sure whether he has crossed the border or not. And 24 hours has passed, but it seems that they will remain adamant in finding him wherever he is.
All right, Lindogo Sekulu, thank you so much out in Vlakfontein, covering that horrific story there.